If travel credit cards were dating apps, Chase Sapphire would be that person with the perfect profile who knows all the right restaurants, and Capital One Venture would be your chill friend who just says, let's grab drinks and see what happens. Both will get you there, but in completely different ways. So which one's your type? Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Choosing between Chase Sapphire Preferred and Capital One Venture is like choosing between an iPhone and a Google Pixel. They're both amazing, they both do the job, but they're built for totally different people. And honestly, that's exactly why this comparison matters. See, most credit card reviews sound like someone reading a manual at you. This card offers 1.5x points on purchases. Okay, cool. But what does that actually mean when you're trying to book that weekend trip to Austin or that flight home for the holidays? Here's what I've learned after using both of these cards. It's not about which one is better. It's about which one matches how you actually live your life. Chase Sapphire Preferred is for the person who loves the game. You know the type. They've got spreadsheets for everything. They know which airlines have the best redemption rates, and they get genuinely excited when they find a way to turn $400 in points into an $800 flight. It's 5x points on travel booked through Chase, 3x on dining and drugstores, 2x on other travel purchases. And those ultimate rewards points, they're like premium currency. You can transfer them to airlines and hotels and sometimes get insane value. But maybe that's not you. Maybe you're the person who just wants to swipe your card, book your trip, and go. No research, no optimization, no staying up late comparing redemption charts. You just want it to work. That's where Capital One Venture swoops in like that friend who always has the answer but never makes it complicated. 2 miles per dollar on everything. Your coffee, your gas, your groceries, everything. And when you want to travel, book however you want, then just erase the purchase with miles. No blackout dates. No, sorry, that flight isn't available with points. Just simple. And look, both cards throw you about $750 in welcome bonuses if you hit their spending requirements. That's basically a free trip right there. But here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part most reviews don't tell you. Chase Sapphire is like having a really smart travel agent in your pocket. If you're willing to learn the system, it can save you hundreds, maybe thousands on big trips. I've seen people book business class flights to Europe for what economy usually costs. But you gotta be willing to play the game. Capital One Venture is like having a really reliable friend. It's not gonna get you the absolute best deal every time, but it's never gonna let you down either. You'll always get solid value, and you'll never have to think too hard about it. The annual fee? Both are $95. Travel protections, both have them. Foreign transaction fees, neither card charges them. So really this comes down to one question. When you think about planning your next trip, what sounds better? Option A, spending an hour researching the best way to use your points, maybe finding an amazing deal, feeling like you beat the system. Or option B, just booking your trip the normal way, clicking pay with miles, and moving on with your life. Neither answer is wrong. Some people love the hunt, some people just want the destination. And honestly, in 2025, both of these cards understand that travel isn't just about getting the cheapest flight anymore. It's about experiences, it's about flexibility, it's about having a card that works with your life, not against it. Whether you're booking a spontaneous weekend in Nashville, planning that big anniversary trip to Italy, or just trying to visit family without breaking the bank. The right card is the one that makes you feel good about how you're spending your money. So yeah, Chase Sapphire Preferred versus Capital One Venture isn't really a competition. It's more like choosing between, a sports car and an SUV. Both will get you where you're going. Both are quality rides, but they're built for different journeys. The question isn't which one wins, it's which one wins for you. You know what's funny? People always ask me which card should I get, but they never ask the real question, what kind of spender am I? Because honestly, that changes everything. I just realized something crazy. I've been using the wrong credit card for like 2 years. Not because it was a bad card, but because I was fighting against my own spending habits instead of working with them. Let me explain. Look, here's something no credit card review has ever told you, but I think it's the most important thing. Your personality matters more than the card features. Let me explain what I mean. I have this friend, Sarah, who got the Chase Sapphire Preferred because of... Alright, let's cut through the BS for a second. Everyone's telling you these cards are similar. But honestly, that's like saying a Swiss Army knife and a hammer are similar because they're both tools. Sure, they'll both get the job done. But depending on what you're trying to build, one's going to make your life way easier than the other. Full script. Look, I've been using both of these cards for months now, and I'm going to tell you something most reviewers won't. The devil is absolutely in the details here. Let me break down how you actually earn rewards with these things, because this is where your real money gets made or lost. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred, it's like playing a video game where different actions give you different point multipliers. You get 5x points when you book travel through Chase's portal, 3x on dining and streaming, which, let's be honest, is probably where half your money goes anyway, 2x on other travel, and 1x on everything else. Now, if you're the type who eats out 3 times a week and has Netflix, Spotify, and HBO Max running, this thing's gonna pump out points like crazy. I'm talking serious points. But here's where it gets interesting. Capital One Venture just said, forget all that category nonsense, and gives you 2x miles on literally everything. Your morning coffee, 2x, your gas, 2x, that random Amazon purchase at 2 a.m., still 2x, and honestly, there's something beautiful about that simplicity. No mental math, no, wait, does this count as dining or grocery? Just swipe and earn. But wait, there's more. And this is where Chase gets sneaky good. Every year on your card anniversary, they throw you bonus points worth 10% of everything you spend. So if you drop $20,000 that year, boom, 2,000 extra points just for being loyal. It's like getting a little birthday present from your credit card. Now let's talk about actually using these rewards, because earning them is only half the battle. This is where things get really different. Chase points can be worth way more than face value if you know what you're doing. Book through their travel portal and you might get 1.5 cents per point, sometimes even 1.75 cents for premium flights. I've seen people turn $300 in points into $500 flights. Capital One keeps it dead simple. Your miles are worth exactly 1 cent each when you book travel. No games, no multiplication, just straight math. Book your flight anywhere you want, then erase the charge with miles. Done. But here's something cool both cards do. They've got these travel portals where you can book everything. Chase's portal honestly feels more premium, with better deals and that point multiplication I mentioned. Capital One's portal is more straightforward, but sometimes straightforward is exactly what you need. Travel benefits? This is where your $95 annual fee starts paying for itself. Chase throws you a $50 hotel credit every year when you book through their portal, plus all the standard travel protections, rental car insurance, trip delay coverage, the works. They've even got your back if your trip gets canceled and you paid with the card. Capital One takes a different approach. Instead of hotel credits, they'll reimburse up to $120 for global entry or TSA pre-check every 4 years. And honestly, if you travel even occasionally, having pre-check is like having a VIP pass at the airport. Now let's talk about the stuff nobody wants to talk about, but we have to, the fees and interest rates. Both cards hit you with that $95 annual fee. Both have interest rates in the high teens to low 20s if you carry a balance, which, pro tip, you shouldn't do with travel cards anyway. Neither charges foreign transaction fees, which is clutch if you're traveling internationally. Nothing worse than getting nickel and dimed every time you buy something abroad. Here's the thing about that annual fee, though. Both cards throw you welcome bonuses worth way more than $95. Chase gives you 75,000 points after spending $5,000 in 3 months. That's easily worth $750 plus in travel. Capital One's got similar deals. So really, that first year's fee pays for itself and then some. But what if you don't want to use your rewards for travel? Look, I'm going to be real with you. Both cards kind of suck for cash back. You're getting less than a cent per point if you just want statement credits or gift cards. If you want straight cash back, get a cashback card. These travel cards are built for travel, period. So here's my honest take after using both of these things in the real world. Chase Sapphire Preferred is for people who want to maximize every dollar they spend. If you're already spending decent money on dining and streaming, and you don't mind learning a system that can get you premium value, this card can seriously level up your travel game. Capital One Venture is for people who want their credit card to just work without thinking about it. You want good rewards. You want flexibility. But you do